I'm spending the next 2 days travelling across Cornwall, visiting 5 of the best beaches it has to offer, and I'm doing it all on my Aprilia Tuono V4 factory. Covering 150 miles, we'll be starting here at Perranporth with its super long, gorgeous beaches, and then heading down towards Senan. Along the way, we're going to be grabbing an ice cream and a pasty and watching out for the seagulls, make sure they don't steal anything. We'll be visiting St Michael's Mount and staying a night there before carrying on to the other beaches. Doing it all on the V4 factory means we're going to have the most fun because the Italians make the most fun bikes, and it has the titanium slip-on AR exhaust. I hope you have your bikes ready because after watching this video, you're going to want to do this trip as well, I'm sure. Have a little listen to the start because this thing's wicked.
I would be interested to know what your favourite spots are in Cornwall. Now I'm heading to St Agnes, it's worth letting you know that Italian bikes are like a poor man's answer to a supercar. You get all the thrills, maybe even more at times, but you do run the risk of dying. The Tuono is a 183 horsepower crotch rocket, and your wife will be instantly more attracted to you for buying such a masterpiece without breaking the bank.
And welcome to beach number 2. You find us in St Agnes. This is one of the hidden car parks because, well, the other car park isn't great for filming, but the sound of the Tuono, oh man, I love it. And yeah, next stop is going to finish with a pasty or ice cream. Haven't decided yet, depends on how we feel. But yeah, the Tuono has just been brilliant fun. This as a spot on the headland of St Agnes is just gorgeous. Much like the bike really, bike to match the gorgeous location and the gorgeous camera lady. So I have to admit, the roads from Perranporth to St Agnes aren't the best. This is the first little leg of the journey. However, it is very beautiful, and the next stretch is way better. Highly recommended, the next stretch. But yeah, when it comes to locations, this is just gorgeous. It's always worth a stop. Always worth stopping here with, you know, a pizza from the pizzeria in town. You know, order ahead, but it is good. I'm just enjoying my life. Life is good. It's a great place. I like it. There's lots of great walks. You can walk all the way along here. It's lovely. Well, I figured I'd take the opportunity to talk you around the bike a little bit. It's a naked, isn't it? So we've got the raised bars, which is nice. And then when it comes to leg space, it's a bit more comfortable than a super sport. Interestingly, if you come around this side, it's a bit like sleeping in a double bed for your right foot. Between the exhaust and the engine, yeah, there's not much room for your foot. So yeah, you just want to mind not melting your shoe on the exhaust there. Looking down, you've got the beautiful Öhlins forks in that stunning gold colour. Looking at the switchgear here, that's all relatively comfortable, it works nicely. It's not BMW level, but it's still pretty good. And then you've got your quick selection for your ride mode, so that's good. I don't like the mirrors at all, but we can put some bar ends when we get around to it. She's shaking her head. Why are you shaking your head?
Nicking my bar ends.
I'm not nicking your bar ends, they're ugly. I'll get some nice ones. I like the old school tachos. It's obviously great to have digitals, and it went digital from the 17 plate, so 6 months newer than this one. But yeah, just they're too expensive compared to what this cost me. And yeah, what's not to like? It does feel a little bit heavier than bikes that I've been used to up till now, so just manoeuvring it around takes a bit more oomph than you'd normally expect. They say it weighs around 200 kilos wet, but I reckon it's a little bit more. But I don't actually know that. I haven't actually weighed it, but that's how it feels to me. So we're just packing up to go to our third location, which is Gadrivi. Probably the best roads between here, Gadrivi, and then Senan. But instead, we're going to go to our accommodation early because, well, we want to hit up a barbecue. We want food now because the sun is so nice. Wasn't quite expecting it to be this nice this early on. So that's what we're going to do. But I'm still having the best of times on this thing. It's just too much fun. Yes. But you wait. You know, tomorrow that's going to be good fun because those roads are really pretty and those roads are really nice. So yeah, it's so peaceful and quiet. So the weather's changed, but improvement is I have a buddy today. We have Tom. Yeah. And Tom's brought his SV with us, and he's got an improvement. Gold wheels. Woo.
and gold equals 5 horsepower. So.
Yes. It's like go faster stripes.
Yeah, exactly. It's an instant 5 horsepower.
So you find us at Perranporth, and Tom's going to come with a little walk for me. Perranporth is like the bikers meet location. So everyone lines up here, you can get in for free, and which is quite handy. It's really busy today, and as you can tell, the weather's come in. Hilariously, if you check the weather app, the south coast is beautifully sunny. So I am tempted to go down to the south coast, so you got like, you know, some better weather to see us in. But
and an excuse to blast a B road.
it would be a good excuse, but then the problem is it like kind of ruins my video about going to the best locations, which most of them are on the north coast. Technically, St Agnes, I didn't stop at the beach, so we'll call this the second beach of the trip. But yeah, no, it's nice. It's a sandy beach, quite a lot of seaweed, but you know, that happens sometimes.
It does.
I don't know why this one's particularly bad for it. Yeah, no, we like the spot, don't we, Tom?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, when the tide's out, it stinks. But apart from that,
So how would you rate the roads between here and Godrevy, that north coast roads?
they're very good. They can catch you out because you've got fast, sweeping bends with bumps. A sudden bump unsettles the bike as you're leaning,
Yeah.
and just after you brake. So you kind of you can get tank slappers, you
Yeah.
can get popped out the seat. So you've got to kind of know the road before doing it fast.
I think so as well.
That is pretty much every road in Cornwall though. Any B road, you have to know the road beforehand or else you're going to end up on a hedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sneaky bends, because they're so deceptive. You're coming up to it and it's a sweeping left hand and you're like, okay, this is nice and gradual. You can carry some speed. And then all of a sudden it sort of dips. And then you're like, oh, and then you've got to add a lot more braking than you thought.
So we've got ice cream. I've never had ice cream from here, I don't think. I don't know how good it is. I think it's all like, it's not proper Cornish ice cream. That's no good. Maybe we could take a look at what bikes are here.
There's a ZZR 1400, I think it looks like. Over 200 horsepower.
On this one. It's a bit of a beast though, isn't it? It's
Oh
massive.
yeah, they're big heavy things.
I like a street twin.
I've never really got on board with the Triumph twins, but I've never tried one.
It's always my thing, like, until you've ridden it, you just don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Did any of you guys ring up about a PCN notice?
No.
No.
Do I need to? You got them in your pocket or something?
No, I just trying to find a guy who did.
Oh, right. That wasn't us.
It's not us.
Cheers. Is that a Hornet? Oh no, it's
Got the
SV.
triple black and an SV. It's a bit of Tom, that is.
I saw a guy do a video on that on Instagram recently, elbow down.
Elbow down.
Yeah. He's on an SV, which are quite high up bikes, and he's elbow down around a corner.
Awful mist. Oh.
Let's go
Oh,
to
you're
the other
gonna
coast.
Instead, what we'll do, I'll do Senna on another day. We'll go to Godrevy because I think it's worth doing and it's a nice road, and then we'll cut across down south and then St Michael's Mount. But, yeah, off to the next one. So, as you can tell, Cornwall is reverted to type. It would be fun if it was sunny, but it's not. And I don't think it really is cloud. I think this is a sea mist. So I would love to show you Godrevy. Actually, I'll drop some drone shots in from the pass. So you see how nice it normally is. Instead, we're gonna head to the south coast and maybe it's nicer there. Change of plans. But yeah, you can't see anything. Like, that's meant to be ocean and cliffs. So, stopping for coffee, and Tom's just had a go on the Tuono, so I'd be interested to know what he thinks of that. And yeah, I had a go on the SV, so I'll tell you about that in a minute. One of the great coffee stops for us, Origin Coffee. A couple of thoughts on this cute little SV. Yeah, a lot more aggressive, and when it comes to road bikes, I like this. Oh, here we go. This is called Origin Coffee, isn't it?
Origin, yeah.
Yeah, Origin Coffee. And they make a good hot chocolate. Thank you very much, Tom.
You're welcome.
Cheers. There's a microphone over here for you. So, thoughts on the Tuono?
Mate. The downshifts are so good. Obviously, when you try a bike with the weight's 200 kilos and has got 108 horsepower, obviously the first thing you notice is the speed, obviously. But I've
fast.
never ridden a naked bike with this much power, and because of the V4, it sounds epic.
It
and
sounds
the torque,
so good.
because obviously you get an inline 4, but the torque doesn't come on as early. I find, you know, it's not as soon.
Yeah.
But with this, because it's such a usable rev range. But yeah, I don't know if you heard a few downshifts I was doing. Rev match downshift.
And it pops as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you get it right, it's like...
I found myself doing it when I didn't need to, just because it's so good.
It's so fun. Yeah,
I'm in third and it's chilling, but I want to go in second just because.
Just because, and then back into third,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
quick shift third, and back down again. Okay, how did you find the low speeds in it? It's
Yeah,
not as compliant as yours.
No.
Yours is nice and torquey and not
That's
snatchy.
a more lazy though.
It's lazy, yeah.
Yours is more highly sprung. It's
Yeah.
bear in mind this is made to be not only usable but thrashing racetracks. So this is twitchy and, you know, it's ready to. It's almost lurching, you know, like almost like a tiger that wants to sort of go and get its prey.
Ooh,
It's just
illustrations.
It's
yeah.
so
Metaphors.
good. But it
It's a
is
tiger.
like the best thing I can think of to describe it is like it's that twitchy, unnerving sort of lurchy feeling. It's not happy being below 4K.
Let me just talk about sound quickly. When you're approaching the national speed limit, yours, like, unassuming.
Yeah.
You don't
yeah.
realise how quickly you're going.
Yeah.
Whereas on that, it's like, there's like 4 times the volume and you know you're going quick. Whereas I
Yeah.
didn't realise how quick I was going on yours.
It's
till
because of
I
that,
looked
like, the V-twins are almost lazy by nature. You know, it's only 2 cylinders and they're thumping away. So you don't actually notice because if you're used to 4-cylinder bikes, they're revving a lot higher, aren't they?
That's right.
So you're used to hearing that and then you don't equate it to the speed you're going. This feels really aggressive. It does feel almost like you have to use more energy to turn, if you know what I mean.
Yes, you do.
Like you have to force it into corners. Yeah, and it's essentially an RSV4 that they've just stuck handlebars on, isn't it?
Effectively.
So I think if this is a summer toy, superb.
Summer toy, back lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah,
mine
going through town, I like trying to avoid going through town.
Yes.
Like it's fine. It's fine if you do it occasionally, but if you're doing it all the time, it's annoying. It's a real nice road bike, yours. Okay. Anything
They're
else on the
completely
Tuono that you'd like to mention?
No, I think I need
More time.
I need to thrash it on some twisties because unfortunately we got stuck behind some people but again I'm not used to the ride position. It's weird because I'm used to leaning sort of forwards and down.
Yeah.
But on this obviously you don't because the handlebars are here, so you'd be
It's
leaning
all,
into,
you got
have to
all
lean,
about leaning
you're
off.
completely sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, so we wanted Tom to have a go, so we come to Orange and Coffee, then we're going to head back to St Michael's Mount, and we're going to wrap up down there. Okay, so now we're on the south coast with St Michael's Mount, which looks a bit more impressive when you're zoomed in. It's beautifully sunny here.
It's mad.
It's typical Cornwall. Like
We rode for
North
20
Coast.
minutes.
It's not cloud, it's sea mist. That makes all the difference. I've got a little bonus treat for you, Tom.
Cool.
So when it comes to any trip, I guess this is beach. So we did Perranporth. St Agnes kind of counted, but there was no sand. We tried Gadrivi as number 3, and we didn't actually get to the beach because the weather was so bad. So Mike, it was going to be Senna, but we'll do that tomorrow because the weather's better. This is the 4th? No, so this will be the 5th stop. This is going to be the last stop, St Michael's Mount. So we might just end the video on this one, and then we'll do Senna another time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh yeah. Hobnobs. Here's the bikes in the sunshine. Oh yeah. And it's Tuesday evenings, isn't it, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
It's the bike meet.
Yeah, 4 till 8ish. It's eating on camera really good.
I don't know. Just who doesn't like a hobnob?
Was this an optional extra with the bike? Your Tupperware of
No, it got to the point where any extras was just going to cost too much.
Oh yeah, they're Aprilia hobnobs.
There's £100 there.
Yeah, they come cracked though because it's Italian.
Free crack.
Yeah.
Makes it easier to bite into.
I think this isn't too bad because you've got handlebars.
Yeah.
But if you've got clip-ons and
And
you're
you're
leaning
right down.
over and you're doing like 20 miles an hour, 15, it's
Yeah.
so brutal.
Tom's going to do a slight walk and talk for us now. He's tell us all about St Michael's Mount.
All my knowledge on St Michael's.
Yeah, all your knowledge of St Michael's Mount.
I don't know much about St Michael's.
You don't know nothing?
Not much, no.
Okay, well we can talk about the beach. It's sandy, seaweedy. So again, not the nicest one.
When the tide's far out, it's really nice. I
Yeah.
kayak here usually, every year.
I genuinely think it's Perranporth and Gadrivi as the nicest sand.
Or down in St Ives. All the sand there is really good.
Yep, that's true. It's just getting down into St Ives is a bit of a nuisance these
Yeah.
days.
And it's bank holiday, so that's an absolute no-go zone.
Yeah. Oh, my hobnobs are melting.
Oh yeah.
I think I
good.
might have one more. Pack them away for me, please.
Oh yes sir, yes sir. Right away, sir. 3 bags full, sir. This is what I'm here for, really, isn't it?
Right.
Tom, hot knobs,
Cameraman,
away.
pays for my fuel,
Oh yeah, I still need to do that.
gives me local knowledge, which has none of here.
It's one of the places I don't know that much about. It's an old bike, so it's not going to be as forgiving as yours.
Okay.
You've got no anti-wheelie, you've got no traction control, you're nothing.
Okay.
So it's just you and this.
There's probably little chance of me being able to keep up then when you're on that. With an extra
And it's
50
heavier.
horsepower.
Yeah.
And it's heavier. Oh boy.
Yeah, yours is what, 200 kilos?
Yeah, I was discussing this yesterday. So supposedly it's 200 kilos wet.
Right.
200 kilos wet, but I think it's a little bit more.
Okay.
But you'll probably tell me. What's yours meant to be?
Well, mine's a bit lighter, but yeah, 215.
Okay.
So it's a fair bit heavier, 15 kilos heavier.
I'm actually already noticing, so I'm probably on 1/3 of a tank, and it feels the weight I want it to be.
But you've got an aftermarket exhaust as well, so it'll be a little bit lighter.
Yeah, there's a few kilos. Okay, so that's been our best attempt at a 5-beach trip across Cornwall. Yes, first day, the weather was quite good. Today, we really struggled on the north coast. So I'd love to give this video another try. But yeah, thanks for Tom for joining me today. We're finishing here at St Michael's Mount. And yeah, please like and subscribe. And hit us down in the comments. What bike would you pick for this trip? And what locations would you like to join us on in the future if we was ever to do a meet? But yeah, thanks for watching.